Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. My name is Spanj, and if you remember in the last episode we discovered that our base was running a bit hot CPU wise. We actually need what's called a CPU tier 2 extender, which is this little thing here. The problem is these things cost flux coils, and they in turn cost titanium. Flux coil itself costs titanium rods and things like that. So we need to go out and find some titanium in order to build flux coils, in order to build CPU extenders, in order to get our CPU of our base a little bit more under control, so it's not burning through so much fuel so quickly at a poor efficiency rate. So there are a few things that we can actually do to the base, however, before we do that, and to try and bring the CPU down a little bit. That radiated fog is still pretty violent at the moment. But back at base, and I have my 10 multi-tool charges. One of the other things I could do is finally replace that damn thruster that's gone missing. But what we can do is start taking apart the blocks and stuff that we don't need out here. Things like this giant antenna. It's just a pain. Any kind of lighting on the exterior. I don't think these things generate much in the way of CPU points, but you know, I don't need that many lights. They're all drawing energy, they're all drawing power, and they're purely decorative. One of the issues, I suppose, with taking over a POI is that you're going to get a lot of nonsense that is just not needed, and it's just going to take up fuel or CPU points as well in this case. So I just need to trim all this sort of stuff off of the base. And the other thing is, I want to move the turret from there to there, but I won't be able to, I don't think. I mean, we'll find out very soon, but I don't think it will let me move it as an alien ion cannon. I believe it will turn back into a normal gun, but I'm probably going to put it around about here. If I get rid of these railings, let's see what happens when I take it apart. Because it's got a lot of hit points, so this might take a little while. 5,000 hit points to get through. And it's given us a projectile turret, which is what I thought it would, yeah. Which is exactly what I thought it would do. Okay, no problem. We will put the projectile turret back up in this position here. And I will turn it into a minigun turret, which I think are generally a little bit better at defending bases from drone attacks and stuff. And I will put another one over here. What I will need to do now is build a fair old amount of 15mm ammo and another turret. Let's do with the turret first. Probably the wrong way round. I should probably do the ammo first and then the turret. But there we go. Right, 3,000 rounds of ammunition should be good enough. Got a drill, got a thruster. So put those in the box, and we've got 15 solar panels to fit as well. So doing well. Yeah, let me just fit this thruster, and then I think we'll pop over to Polaris once more and see if we can buy some drill charges from them. Where did I put that thruster? There it is. There you are. Good as new, and I think the fog has actually passed as well. So excellent, marvelous. Okay, let's pop over to Polaris territory and see if we can buy a drill charge. Before we do that, I've just realised yet another point of failure in my retexturing and stuff of the old bolt here. So let's correct this injustice. There we go. Much better. I can carry this around now, just in case I ever need to replace any blocks. I can. Right, Polaris territory. Once again, I have actually got the cash on me. Yes, I do. And we're all good to go. I really need to replace the up thrust on this thing with some Mark II thrusters, because the old little two small thrusters on the bottom there just aren't cutting it, really. They really aren't doing a good enough job. Which is a shame, but you know. What do you want? It's a tier 1 fighter. Oh, interesting. We've entered Xerax territory here. And there is another base there. That looks like a little supply post. We'll have to check that out later. Yeah, we can maybe check that out on the way back. We're on a mission for Prometheum. I think the Polaris just exist in darkness. I think it is just always seems to be dark over here when I come. And of course, I still haven't actually connected a spotlight onto the bolt yet either. Right, whatever you guys were selling drill charges, was it you? It was you. Thank you very much. Can I have 10 of those, please, good sir? I will buy them. Much appreciated. Now, you had some cash machines in here. There we go. And I will deposit. Bingo. There we go. Okay, wonderful. Right, so we're not going to need the chainsaw, at least for a little bit. We are probably going to chop down some trees, but we could do that with a hover vessel once we have it in. So we'll just put the drill in that place there instead. We're going to need some more weaponry, some better weaponry. A nice epic laser rifle would be good. I suspect we're probably not going to get one of those for a while. Let's head over to the nearest Prometheum deposit. Is actually right behind us. I probably didn't even need to get into the ship there. It's right here. Okay. Let's park you there, Mr. Bolt, sir. Thank you very much. Right. 21 meters. Actually, we can see it already. These little blue outlines. Now, Prometheum is slightly different from normal ore that we've harvested before, in that it's what's called SSOR deposits. So they're basically these tiny little nodules of ore, rather than them being this large voxel deposit. And you will need, in order to find them, you will need a ored scanner, which you should have, you know, from the offset. But in case you lose it, you'll have to build one. And well, I actually kind of prefer mining these things because they're a little bit more engaging in terms of the mining mission, rather than just digging out a large voxel kind of mass of stuff. You kind of have to go and hunt around these little nodules and stuff. I haven't done. That'll be why it probably took so much effort to take off then, isn't it? Because I forgot to unload the cargo. Silly Spanj. I'm just going a bit more mental in my old age, basically. That's what it is. We're not going to be able to pick up all of this, I don't think, because, you know, the how heavy it is. It is one of the heavier materials of Prometheum. So we'll pick up what we can. This is going to allow us to build our own fuel packs, though. And that's going to be full. These are all full. That one's got a bit of space. We are going to be able to build our own multi-tool charges, our own drill charges, our own fuel packs, so on and so forth. And that is the entire deposit. That was a very small deposit, but there we go. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Let's crack on. Back to the listening post. Actually, let's check out... no, let's not, actually. I was going to say, let's check out that Xerax place, but no, not with a full cargo in the ship and my inventory. It's kind of pointless. We may as well head back to the listening post, unload everything, and go from there. The interesting thing about taking over a POI is I don't know if we're going to get base attacked. Just look that up. You can actually check under the statistics page of your base. On the right here, we've got base attack. Next attack, Xerax. Less than 2 days, difficulty 0. Talon null. Faction details, Xerax active HQ is the drone base. Overall probability is 57%. Apparently my overall probability of being attacked by the Talon is 57%, but that's currently because we're friendly with them. We won't get attacked. There we go. Okay. Let's unload everything from the bolt into the base. Listening post. Destructor in. Bolt. In you go. And you. Apart from the fuel. Well, I'll sort it out later. Let's just chuck everything in. Chuck everything in. Put it all in. Lovely. Very good. Right, and then we got a few bits. I've sort of organised a little bit of the cargo boxes by naming them. It makes it slightly easier to kind of find stuff and put it in the right place. So blocks and devices, very much for blocks and devices. And the fridge is for everything else, medical, the whole lot. The rest of this stuff belongs right here where it is at the moment. So, okay, well the base has got the gun is ready to be put on the base. But one thing I did almost forget was an ammo box. Definitely need one of those. So let's connect to our output box, put our gun on. Go ahead and attach that to the ceiling now. I'm pretty sure any drones are going to come from that direction because that's the direction the old troop transport comes in, but it's good to have sort of coverage on all sides. I could probably get another 2 turrets, put them in the opposite corners here as well, just to get any further coverage from drone attacks as well. So let's see. I think I've got the resources to build another one. I just need somewhere for this ammo box to go. And oh, there you go. There's a good place where that generator was. So now, listening post, ammo box, 3,000 rounds. The guns are ready, ladies and gents. We should be now defended and protected. We need to auto group turrets. Remember, I generally set them to only attack sort of turrets, NPCs, drones, and players. Turn the predators off because otherwise you're just wasting ammunition. There we go. The base should be well protected now, but obviously our CPU stats are still sucking bad. 71% efficiency. We do need to upgrade this with a CPU tier 2 core, which we can't get until we have 4 flux coils. Flux coils cost, where are they? Neodymium and titanium rods. So we need to find some neodymium. We have some titanium plates, but not rods. And I think we might be able to buy the neodymium ingots from the Polaris, but the titanium is another matter. Anyway, let's check out that other little Xerax thing that we spotted up there. There's another one even there as well, actually. And then perhaps we can pop by the Polaris on the way back and see if they've got any neodymium for us. But now that the bolt is re-emptied, everything else is good to go. 600 rounds on the old bullets is not great. But the cargo boxes are empty. Good stuff. Actually, while we're gone, let's see, can we do this? Small, medium thrusters. Hell yeah. Medium thrusters tier 2, in fact, you know, because tier 2 CPU for SVs. Where is that? Where is that stuff? CPU tender tier 2. There we go. That is also going to cost flux coils. Okay, I think we can get a couple mediums in there, maybe for the lifting thrusters at least. Anyway, and then we'll have to see what else we can do. All right, let's head over and see what the Xerax are up to. There it is. Is it? It's an armory. It's not a... It's an armory, folks. Armories are generally armed. This particular one has got two drones surrounding it, and I can see 2 lots of iron cannons on either side of it. This might not be an ideal target until I've upgraded the bolt a little bit with some extra thrust, because even just trying to lift up at the moment is quite difficult. So let's ignore that one. Let's see what this other one's about over here. That's just up in just over the other side of this hill. 2 drones and an armory of... Armory's a good one to loot, to be fair. There's a lot of loot in there. Oh, there it is up ahead. That looks quite big as well. That might be a vehicle port or a space port, perhaps. And I think that is armed as well. I can see the turret from here. 2 turrets. That is a vehicle port, I believe. It's not going to tell me until I'm right on top of it, though, is it? Yeah, vehicle port. I have to give it a little flyby in order for it to pick up on the map. But, no drones over this one, so I might be able to deal with the turrets on there, but I'm not in any particular rush to do that at the moment. So, vehicle port is actually pretty good. Ow! Seriously? Vehicle port is a reasonably good one for loot, actually. It's not bad at all. What did that hit? Did that hit anything? Did it take anything off? I don't think it did. I don't think it took anything off. I don't know. Oh, it was just rude. It was just rude. It was pretty dodging, I thought. I thought it was dodging very well anyway. Never mind, everything seems to be reasonably still intact. Now let's head over to the Polaris then and see if we can buy some neodymium to get ourselves to tier 2 CPU. So that we can actually start unlocking a little bit more firepower, armor, and maneuverability on the little bolt here, as well as making our base, you know, function properly. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Hello, Mr. MA Corp Trader Dude. I would like all of that neodymium. Ah, okay. I would like most of the bits of. Okay, 60. 60 does it. 61? No, 60 is the limit. Okay, yeah, I bought night vision goggles before I bought the neodymium. Because I'm a moron. And that's the sort of thing that I do. But I have night vision goggles now. Yay! I have neodymium now, which is fantastic. Right. Okay, that's good. Let's head back to base and get ourselves some T2 CPU cores. And that's why I bought night vision goggles. It always seems to be dark on this bloody planet from one... Either I'm over by the Polaris where it's dark, or I'm over by my base where it's dark. But either way, something's dark somewhere. Even my base is dark. Can't win. Right, construct it in. 60 neodymium. Does that mean now... come on, it's the titanium, isn't it? We still need to find that titanium. I forgot. Darn it. Okay. Well, titanium is going to be somewhere, obviously. Is the titanium actually on this planet? I don't think there is. We might have to go for a little moonwalk, ladies and gents. But I don't have an EVA boost. I don't have an EVA boost. Nah. EVA boost costs gold ingots. So, oh darn. Oh damn. Damn. Okay. Well... I need to go to the moon to find titanium in order to build a T2 thingy so that I can upgrade this so that I can take the POIs out easier. But I'm going to need to take the POIs out in order to find either EVA boosts or gold or something. I mean, I could potentially, again, using the traders over in the Polaris land, manufacture or even just sell some of the stuff that I've got. So like small arms here. We've got various weapons that we could sell over there, and that would make us some money, enough possibly, hopefully, to buy an EVA boost, which will allow us to go to the moon to find some titanium. So back to the Polaris. Ah, yes, I remember this game well now. It's just nothing but backwards and forwards, and backwards and forwards, and backwards and forwards all the time. Well, it's my own fault, I guess. EVA boost is 8,715 credits. So I could buy a bunch of gold. How much gold do you need to build an EVA boost? I don't even need to buy an EVA boost. I didn't realize you could buy gold. Can I have 5? Give me 10 ingots. I don't know how much you need for an EVA boost. I'm not sure it's... Where 10 ingots? It can't be more than 10 ingots. Surely not. Right, back to the base! Yeah, it's just one gold ingot. It's just one gold ingot. One gold ingot, which you can buy for 250. And then you can make your own EVA boost. Or try and buy one for 8,800 credits. What? That makes no sense. But whatever. We have an EVA boost on the way. I suppose I better build a new ore scanner as well, because Oh dear. Where did the ore scanner? Is that under tools? That is under tools. Get another ore scanner. Need one of those. Sold mine. Oh dear. Right, and probably some more ammo as well because I sold a bunch of that. Yeah, give me a bit of ammo. Fine. Yes. Screwed it. Right. Okay. We're gonna have a little kip in my outside tent, which is weird, and then we're gonna go to the moon. Right. So with your EVA boost, you will need a armor locker. Conveniently, the bolt has one in the back there. Just equip that into one of the little slots for your armor, and you're good to go. If you don't have an EVA boost when you go to space, you will die. Simple as that. Also, take note that the EVA boost does wonders for the amount of armor. It doesn't. It removes a lot of armor from your armor. You become very squishy in an EVA boost. Just bear that in mind before you go up running up against some enemies and stuff. Let's take a good look at space. Hey, Spacey McSpaceface. Where's the moon? That's the planet. That's got to be the moon over there. There it is. I don't have a onboard detector, so I cannot utilize the new space detectorizing system. I need to go get some titanium. And it might be that there's a nice titanium asteroid up in around here somewhere. But who knows? Everything's been sort of spread out because they've added detectors into the game. So I have no idea where it would be. Could be any of these asteroids. Could be anywhere. Who knows? We'll go to the moon. We'll get some titanium. And that will hopefully allow us to build our TTU CPU extension. We can then slap a detector onto this SV along with some new medium thrusters and maybe even some rocket launchers or something and make it a little bit more pokey. And we should be able to then take on POIs like no tomorrow and get our new miner in as well, but that's all to come. For now, let's grab some titanium. Welcome to the moon! Smack. Yay, no collision damage. Welcome to the moon. We crash landed with absolute grace and style. First thing we're going to do is whip out my detector. Easy. And, woo. Wow, apparently my EVA boost is not enough to keep me warm here. What the hell? This protects me. Heat protection. Cold protection 190. Oh! This is 64 degrees. It's too hot. Anyway, okay, well let's get on with this, shall we? Resources in all directions. That way. Drones over there. Get a bit closer to these ones. Why? Why is it so warm on this moon? What is that about? Anyway, well, so much for EVA boost. It's supposed to protect you from the cold, but if it ain't cold, is this not going to let me... Oh, there we go. It's pentaxid. Right, fine. We can come back and get pentaxid another time. This one, I don't know, has disappeared. Please be titanium. Iron. Which means that one over there with all the drones surrounding it. Well, I wonder if that's either prometheum, pentaxid, or maybe it is just that new titanium deposit. It's just very well dependent. We're going to get some height. Ah, that'll be why there's drones around it, because there's a mining ship here as well. There's the drones. We're going to take superior position in the sky and rain death down onto the drones below. Crashed capital vessel. Very, very good for gathering a lot of neodymium when it comes to building your first CV. You need a few bits and bobs before we can start doing that. Let's leave the engines running, actually. You know, but yeah, if you've got a decent multi-tool, a deconstructor is handy. But not necessary if you're using the factory, especially because you can just put a core in this thing, grab, using the multi-tool, all the thrusters, because there are so many thrusters attached to this thing, and chuck them straight in your factory for a very, very nice bonus. I thought there was a resource deposit here. It's cobalt. Right, yeah, it's cobalt. It's down under there. Right, okay, fine. Okay, fair enough. Right, I'm going to hunt around a bit longer and try and find some titanium. This method of finding deposits now is a little bit annoying because I have to keep landing the ship to ping my little damn detector. So it's not telling me what the deposit is until I'm right on top of it. No more around here anyway. Well, I have found the single titanium deposit that is on this moon. But I can't be left alone. I just keep getting interrupted by drones. I haven't even begun digging yet. I literally just sort of found it, sat down on the floor, ready to start recording again, and then a drone turned up behind me. And then after I killed that one, another one turned up right there. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to be very alert onto the old map here, I think, in order to successfully extract this deposit. Even just a little bit. Just can't believe that the radiation protection of this thing is so bad. In fact, zilch. There is no radiation protection at all. And my armor is shot to hell. Oh dear. It must have taken more damage than I thought during attacking all the Xerax and stuff. Where's the deposit gone? There it is. Alright, keep an eye on that mini-map for me while I dig out some titanium. It doesn't seem to be SSOR, it seems to actually be full voxel style titanium stuff. But I'll try and get as much as I can carry. Actually, there is absolutely so very little of it here that I'm basically done. I'm basically done already. I do like this drill. It does eat through it now, but that was a whole whopping great big 10. That was a lot of drones over there. That was 10 titanium is what they've awarded me there for my troubles. I feel a bit robbed. 10 titanium. Is that even going to be enough to get the rods that I need in order to produce that damn T2 CPU thing? We got 3 drones here. Let's see if we can deal with these guys. That'll be a 1. That'll be a 2. And I can't see. That'll be a 3. And we got a crash DSC. Cool. 3 more drones. Excellent. One other good thing about taking all these drones down on the moon, and there are many on the moon it would appear, is that they come sometimes with flux coils, and it was the flux coils that was the thing that I needed. So it may be that between the flux coils that I can loot from these guys and the minuscule amount of titanium that has been awarded to me through mining is enough to get a T2 upgrade after all. In fact, I can't even loot that because they're so heavy. Those things are so heavy. Anyway, there we go. We should be able to loot it now. Marvelous, marvelous. Right. What was that? 4 flux coils. I believe that is one tier 2 extender for the base right there. Let's head back to the base then and see what we can produce with what we found. So nice that waypoints persist while in orbit now. I can come down from orbit directly above my base. There's no more hunting around for like waypoints on the landmarks on the map now. You can just come straight down at the waypoint, which is amazing. Okay, we could build a CPU tier 2 extender for the base, which is going to bring it back up to a more efficient level. And hopefully we can build one for the SV as well. In anticipation for the SV, I'm going to unlock the mobile constructor and the detector. I don't think I'm going to need the RCS container controller and extension though, absolutely. And of course, rocket launchers. And I think that'll probably do. It might be nice to have an armoured cockpit on it, but it might weigh it down a fair bit. And we'll see if we can strap a spotlight on there as well. But other than that, I think that will probably reach the limit of that small vessel. And we'll need to wait until we either have a CV or another warp capable, slightly bigger small vessel before we can go any further. Oh boy, that takes a long time. Wow, and please don't tell me you've got that bug again. Hey, you're done. You're done. Come on. Pop it in. No, you're not done. Oh, first. Never bother actually watching constructors, because they just lie. They lie all the time. Right, base is in the output box. Hook up to that. Grab that big block of thing. We'll put this in the same room as with the core. Seems to make sense. Let's pop it there. There we go. So now our base now has 200,000. It's now back up to 100% efficiency, which means we can strap more guns to it, more constructors, all the farm stuff once we actually get to that point as well. For the SV, we're going to do the same sort of thing. So CPU extender is in progress. We're going to give it a detector. We're going to give it a constructor. We're going to give it 2 container controllers with a bunch of extensions each. And, oh yeah, some rocket launchers. Oh yeah. Oh, we are going to need some magnesium for that, so that might have to wait. But we can pop up to the moon and grab some magnesium. I could do that off camera, actually. There's no point you guys sitting there waiting for me to do that. Because we discovered a bunch of magnesium deposits up on the moon while we were looking for titanium. Magnesium and cobalt is all up there. So that's all going to build now, and that'll be ready to install in the next episode. But that is going to be all for today. We have moved to our new base, the listening post that we haphazardly took over in the previous episode. This will be now our home for a little while before we can spawn our own base in a nicer location, perhaps somewhere on the water over here, or maybe even on another planet altogether. I haven't decided yet. But here we go. This is where we're going to be for the time being. And we're about to get the bolt upgraded to tier 2, which is going to improve its capabilities massively. Well, hopefully anyway. To be fair, it might not be the ship, it might be the pilot. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.